Hi fave, my name is siyamthandandamase. Darling, if you said that intro with me, then you already know what time it is and who I am. If you did not say the intro with me, then I know for a fact you are new here. And I just want to say welcome to my faves and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is siyamthandandamase and I do travel and lifestyle videos, sometimes reviews as well as story times here and there. I may review my favorite car or a new car that I want you to check out. I may review a nice show that I've discovered on Netflix, Showmax, wherever and whenever. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to leave a comment below. Say hi to me now. Tell me who you are, where you're from, because I'd love to know which country you're from. And I'd love to get to know you, okay? But please stay and be sure to switch on the notifications bell. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You know I appreciate your faith and I love you guys. Today's video is a story time. It's about this one time that I thought I might have met the love of my life. Okay, this story time is actually very interesting because I was telling my best friend the story. Like, what were we talking about, Gonch? Oh, she was asking me if have I ever dated a guy younger than me. Then I was like, oh yeah, I did try it and it didn't work out, and I decided that I'll never do it again. But he was everything I've ever wanted in a man. His only flaw was that I think he felt the pressure to always kind of like make it up to me because he felt the pressure of being younger than me. You know, and one thing about me, if you know me, then you will know that I always know what I want. The minute I know that you're not what I want, I will not waste my time. I will not waste your time too, because I believe we could be meeting the lover. We could be meeting the love of each other's lives instead of wasting each other's time, you know? So the year is 2017 or 18, and I was here in Durban. This guy DMs me, right? And who we're gonna call him? Let's call him Love, you know, because his name had to do with love. That's the only reason. So then I meet Love. Oh, no, he DMs me. I just wasn't sure if it was on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram. Yeah. He DMs me on Instagram. And obviously, before I respond to you, I will go to your profile and check. Have to check how you look like. Have to check what's going on there. Do you have a girl on your timeline or what? So I go and check his profile and I'm like, interesting. He's tall, he's dark, he's fair, he's tall. He drives a Lexus, and I'm like, okay, something about him, because I wasn't in South Africa. There weren't a lot of those cars. I think even now there aren't a lot of Lexus. Like, how many Lexus have you bumped into? I hope that's how you pronounce the car name. But anyways, yeah. So I'm like, okay, he's an interesting guy. And then he asked to take me out on a date, but I'm like, no, can we please just see each other for like a second before we can go out on a date, on an actual date? Because I wanted to suss, you know, and see, like, is he worth me dressing up and going to a restaurant? Is this worth me doing all of that? So he's like, okay, cool, I'll come through and I'll bring you flowers. So I'm like, sharp. He comes through, and obviously we meet in the car and we talk, just have a mini chat. I was very chilled and laid back then, even though I knew what I wanted. So I get into the car, we get to know each other, and I look at his wrist and I see Cartier. I'm like, okay. And I grew up watching the Kardashians, so I knew those bracelets and everything, and I knew how pricey they were. So I see, oh, man's got a Cartier on. He was a year younger than me, or a year and a half younger than me, but he was younger than me. So guy, we talk, and he sort of like lets me into his life, but he goes deep. Like, he starts to tell me about his family history. He tells me about the family wealth, and I'm just like, I didn't want to know that. I want to know about you, not your family. But okay, we're here and I can't turn back. So I listen to what he's saying, and then he's like, yeah, he'd love to get to know me and stuff. And I just basically tell him about me, what I do, where I'm from, and that's about it. Then he drops off flowers, and I'm like, okay, he's a gentleman. You guys know I love princess treatment, and you guys should also never settle for less, okay? If a guy comes to meet you and he does not have flowers with him or chocolate or something, tell him, reprimand him there and then, tell him, I like flowers, I like coffee, I like chocolates, I like sweets, I like whatever, so that next time he knows to bring that. So, okay, we eventually, then he's like, he'd love to take me out on a date the following week. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he contacts me on a random Wednesday, and he's like, hey, so I can't wait until the weekend for our date. Can I come see you before we go on a date? Then I'm like, okay, mind you, we've been chatting, he's been calling, he's very active. Like, I like proactive people anyways. So he calls me, he texts me, we talk, like serious talk for some time. And I start to tell my friend about this guy, and my friend is like, hey, Chomi, just give it a chance, you know, like, give him a chance. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll give him a chance, you know? Like, I'm a very strict girl. The minute I see something sus and everything, my friends know. So she was like, friend, just relax a bit and give him a chance. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, can you please see me, even if it's just for coffee? Then I'm like, okay, cool. Then he brings me coffee because I couldn't go anywhere. He brings me coffee, but we saw each other for like, it was like a brief meetup. Sharp. Then he leaves. And then now comes our date. Okay, we dress up, we go out on a date. I felt like dry red wine, like a cozy night, like a cozy nice evening, you know? So ordered wine, we ate. He was not trying to do anything with me. Like out of all of these days that he's met me, he's never said, let's go to his place or anything like that, or tried to kiss me. It's always just a hug, but he's very goofy. So he wanted us to hold hands, those type of things. And you know what? At first I did mind when we were in the car, but then when it got to the day of us going on the date, I think I was also just there and thinking I should give him a chance. So I was open to him holding my hand. So he's very goofy and he wanted me to sit next to him. He's holding my hand. He's just rubbing me like a very cozy, loving guy, you know? And I'm like, oh, I met a lover because I'm a lover too. Have a great date. Afterwards, he drops me off at home. Then I think 2 days later, I had a salon appointment to go do my hair. So this is the day where I'm like, hey, I feel like he's doing too much. Mind you, a guy is just a lover. So, this one of the days before my salon appointment to go do my hair, he then decides to pass by my place to come see me after going on site. So he's like, can you please pass by to come see me? So obviously we meet in the car. We've never met indoors or closed environment except for at the restaurant. So then he comes through and we sit in the car, we talk. He just tells me about his day and how stressful it is, and that he's got this great tender, how much money it's gonna pay him. And I'm just like, hey, this is making me uncomfortable, because yeah, I don't mind knowing that you've got a tender, but I don't want to know how much it's gonna pay you. I think like disclosing your finances like that just made me so uncomfortable, because also he was disclosing huge amounts of figures, you know. But he felt like very overseas kind of guy, you know, that love that like the movies kind of love. It felt like a very movie love kind of thing. So he would always be like, I just want to see your face after a long day I've had. And he'd see me and we'd talk, and he was nice, guys. He was tall, but I was just like, I'm not gonna try to kiss him. Like, when he tries to kiss me, I'm just gonna run. Okay, then I decided to go do my hair a day later after he had came to see me. Then my hair and my nails. It was when I used to be a brand ambassador for this other hair salon. So I went to do basically maintenance day. So I woke up in the morning, I Uber to go to do my hair, and he calls me. He's like, where I'm at, around 10 a.m. He calls me. I'm like, I'm just doing my hair and my nails at this place. And then he's like, okay, cool. What's the address? I'm like, why? And he's like, no, I'm just asking, where is it? I'm like, okay, it's in Morningside. It's called this and this. Guys, I tell you, and I kid you not, 30 minutes or so later, this guy arrives at this hair salon. He didn't tell me he's coming. He arrives. I'm mid doing my hair and my nails. I look crusty, but I didn't mind. He arrives. This lady's busy doing my nails, and he's like, can I please just come into the car? He liked showing off, like showcasing. You know, like he's a lover, but he loves out loud, and he likes to show off. So he opens the car boot. He came with his friends to see me at the salon because he wanted his friends to see his potential girlfriend or this girl that he's going out with. But I think he had made his mind that I'm literally going to be his girlfriend. He had written me a letter. He had a bunch of roses, beautiful red roses. He had coffee and a croissant for me and some snacks. And I had told him that I was with my friend, and he also bought my friend coffee as well as a croissant, and we shared the snacks. I just felt like he's doing too much because tell me that you're gonna come see me. Tell me that you're gonna bring me lunch. Because then if salon, guys, salon, so now everyone is staring at me, and my man that just loves me, when he leaves, everyone is like, you're so lucky to have him. Now I feel pressured. I'm like, hey, and yes, I haven't even made my mind about him if I want to be with him or not. Sharp, then I thank him and everything, and he wanted to take pictures of me with these flowers, like, and I'm just like, no, why? If I want to take pictures, I'm going to ask my friend to take pictures of me. But why are you taking your pictures? Because you want to post and show people what you do for your girlfriend? No. Well, I wasn't even his girlfriend yet. He had not asked me to be his girlfriend. And I've always been strict in the sense that, like, if you want me to be your girlfriend, you have to say it out loud that, please be my girlfriend. I will not assume. I will not go with the wind. I will not go with the air. You need to ask me, can you please be my girlfriend? Then I'll be your girlfriend. I will not think, just because you call me baby, does not mean I'm your girlfriend. Futi, don't call me baby because you haven't asked me to be your girlfriend. First ask me to be your girlfriend, to be a woman, then I'll be your baby. Otherwise, I'll have another baby while I have you because you haven't asked me out and you think we're dating, but I'll go date other people. You have to ask me to be in a relationship with you in order for me to be loyal to you. So, he then leaves and I'm chill there. Everyone is just talking about it. Oh, he's such a great guy, everything. I kid you not. The next time I saw him, he's telling me, hey, Sia, so can you please be my girlfriend? And I was just like, can you please just give me a little bit more time and just us to get to know each other? I'm telling you guys, I knew there and then that I don't want to be with him, but I just couldn't break his heart. And I had to find a way to break it to him, but a softer way of letting him down. So then he then asked me and I told him I'm not ready for that. Can we talk about it some other time? Can I just process it and think about it? And then he was like, no, okay, no rush, that's fine. I'm here, I'll always wait for you. And just know that I love you and I care about you. I'm like, yo, Sana, it feels so unreal. Also because we're so used to these toxic men that never do anything for us. But that was back then. Now I've woken up and I know what's good for me. So then he says that and I'm like, I'll think about it. Can you just give me a little bit more time? And he basically just laid out his plan, guys. He was like, probably by the end of the year, within 6 months, he'd like for us to be able to meet each other's parents. He wants to get married within a year. Let me tell you, as much as I want to get married one day, I want to have my own family, but I want to do things in my own timing and I want to do things right. I want to do things when they feel right to me. I don't want to feel pressured or rushed into making decisions or doing things. So then I was just like to him that I feel like I'm not ready for what he's looking for. Well, I hadn't told him, but I was thinking it, that like, I'm not ready to be what he's looking for. And I don't want a husband at that time because I hadn't even graduated. I didn't have a job. And I know that he was going to take care of me because he had money. But I did not want my career and my life to start off as a wife. I wanted to be a career woman. I wanted to get to know myself even more, what I want, what I need before I bring somebody else into my life. Because also he wanted to have family at a young age. He wanted to have his own family. So I'm like, I cannot get married this year and have kids next year when I haven't even figured out who I am, how I do things according to myself. So I wasn't where he was. And he wasn't wrong at all. It's good to know what you want. Just that I wasn't there yet and I didn't want to waste his time because that would be me wasting his time. So I got back and I just thought about it. And more than anything, more than thinking, do I want to do this or not? I had already known that I don't want to do it, but I was just thinking a way of putting it to him, saying that I don't want to be with him. Like, basically, I'm not ready for what he's ready for. In another life, I would have dated him, I would have been with him, but I couldn't be with him because of how he does things, you know? And I think we're just too different. It was not even an age thing, but I think it was just a matter of like, principles and how each person does things. We were just too different, and I think at that time we both wanted different things. So I kept thinking, how am I going to tell him? And this guy was not stopping with the grand gestures. Also, one thing about me, I don't want to be convinced into a decision. I want to come into a decision because that's what I want, not because the things you did led me into agreeing to what you want. So I just kept thinking, and that time this guy's not chilling. Hey, he was telling people that we're together. And I remember because one of the club promoters in Durban asked me, are you dating so and so? And I think it's because of that picture that he took of me when we were at the hair salon. He posted that on his stories. Even if we'd be together in his car talking, he'll post our hands on his Instagram story, and I'm like, yonke dosana apinga to go on Instagram inga to prove a point. When I tell you guys, eventually I came to a decision to actually, I'm just going to tell him. I think it was 2 days later. Then I texted him and I was like, hey, love, I hope you're well. I cannot do this anymore with you. My apologies. I just feel like I'm not where you are. I'm not ready to get married, settle down and to commit. But also I just feel like I'm not ready to be in a relationship with you. And let me tell you, he was like, no, we don't even have to rush into marriage or anything. He can wait for like 2 years or something. But I was just like, thing is, even in 2 years, what if I'm not where you are and I've promised that we could wait and I'll be there in 2 years. Like, I don't want to, if it's meant to be, we'll come back to each other and do it. But if it's not meant to be, then it's not going to happen. So, but he was he received it well, he received it well. And he was just like, that's okay. I kid you guys not, within 6 months, that guy obviously was in a relationship with another woman, as he should. And he posted her on Instagram. Within 6 months, they were married. They were married. I saw their wedding pictures. You know what? It hurt a bit. I know. So wrong of me to think this. So selfish of me. But okay, it did sting a bit because I was like, what if he was the love of my life? But also if he was really the love of my life, then we would have gotten back together and he wouldn't have gotten married. He found his soulmate, even though I thought I was gonna be his soulmate or he was my soulmate, So then they got married and that girl fell pregnant. He started his dream family. And I just decided to block and unblock him on Instagram so that we don't follow each other. Because also I don't want it to be a thing of like, one day I respond to his story or one day he responds to my story, then I kind of like disturb his marriage, So I was like, let him live his life the way he wants to live his life. Let me also live my life, find myself, know who I am and what I want and how I want to do things. And let me tell you, I love myself for that. And I'm so glad that's how I did things, because it's better than me caging myself in a commitment that I don't want or I wasn't ready for, just for the sake of getting married, because one day I've always wanted to get married. It's so important to do things when you're ready for them, when you want to do them, how you want to do them. Also, it's very important to pray about things and to reflect on things so that you're a person that's guided by grace, that's guided by God. Let God hold your hand throughout everything, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I consult God with every single decision in my life. So I was okay with letting him go. It did hurt to see him married, but I was also very happy for him because he has found what he's been looking for, and I wish him all the best and hope that he is still enjoying his family and his marriage. And also I remember him telling me that on my birthday he's gonna buy me a Cartier, and I was just like, damn, you want me to go home with a Cartier? My family knows how much that thing is. They're gonna think I have a sugar daddy. But also they would have known now that I'm dating this rich boy. Hey guys, he was boasting, hey, Tom out, he's going to construction, he's made 5 million from a tender. I think he thought like I'm a lifestyle girl. Yes, I am, but like, I don't care for your money because it's not going to become my money. Like, money is not sexually transmitted or relationship transmitted. So that's why I need to always make sure that I've got my own money and I've got my own. As much as, yes, spoil me with yours because I want to be spoiled. Buy me stuff and send me money as your girlfriend because I want to be sent money. Presuming your money, but anyways, actually like relationship only if you are from me like be maliam and because of force by maliam my money is my money, your money is our money. Simple rule. But yeah guys, he went and got married, and I got reminded because my best friend asked me yesterday if I ever dated a guy younger than me. Then I told her and she was like, girl, how come you haven't told us that story time? And she keeps saying, friend, you've lived. There's so many things that I've told my best friend and she's always just like, girl, you've lived. That's why I'm like, I never run out of story times, guys. I have so many stories to tell you guys because I explore things. Like, I'm a person in life that will see something and I'll want to explore it. Like, I'm very curious. Also, I'm very liberated. Like, I live my life for myself. So that's why I have so many experiences, And yeah, I've just always been a free human being. And that is how, guys, I actually might have fumbled the love of my life. But I know he's not for a fact. He's not, because he wouldn't have gotten married. But I'm so happy for him. And I am so happy that you watched my story times. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to leave a comment. Today's story time was very straight to the point. It was short because you guys like to complain that I drag story times. So hopefully you guys are happy. But please do subscribe, do like, do leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel. What should the next video be? Do you want it to be a story time? Do you want it to be a car review? Do you want it to be a show review? Let me know. I'll see you guys on my next video. Love you guys. Please share this on Instagram and tag me. Share it on your TikTok and tag me. And spread the word, man. Share it with other people on Facebook so that I can have many more subscribers. Please subscribe, guys. I am so close to 25,000 and your subscription is gonna get me there. So kindly subscribe, like the video, leave a comment below, switch on your notifications bell so you may get a notification every time I upload a video. I love you guys and I appreciate you. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.